Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Kane. Today I'm sharing a color cast design layout along with acrylic stash busting, and I'm going to use the acrylic piece you see here that says "Are we there yet?" and it's in like a peachy pink color. It matches this collection perfectly from Simple Stories, which is the new collection Happy Travels. And I have a couple of cute photos of my son sitting in a car seat and a funny story to share. When I get started on the layout, I will share the story with you behind the photos. I have the sticker sheet, and then I have quite a few of the papers. I don't have them all. I just picked up the ones that I knew I could possibly use along for this layout, and I'm going to also use it in my Las Vegas trip. So I have this plaid paper here, which has the 2x2s and 4x4s on the back side to cut apart. And then this black and white one here, which has like luggage tags and airplanes. And it also has this cool cut apart on the other side. I have this orange paper here, which I absolutely love. I love orange. Orange is probably one of my favorite scrapbooking colors, along with purple. This blue is like a purpley blue color, and I absolutely love it. This is just a white paper with a map on it. So it has like a map travel print, and then it has tags and cut aparts on the other side. And I'm actually going to use part of that, but I'm also going to try to use the back side as part of the cut apart too. And then that paper there, which was the um, like starburst paper, I guess, and then this one here actually has arrows tone on it, and I'm going to use that one as you can see here. I'm going to get started on the layout, and I'm going to first piece together the background just on a plain piece of white cardstock. So this bottom piece here is about 1.5 inches, and then the next section of paper is almost 4 inches, and I am going to overlap the papers, so it's still 8.5, but each of these papers is 4 inches, but part of that white one is going to get covered up and part of the bottom white one is going to get covered up. I just wanted to make sure I had enough paper to cover them up. So I just cut them in 4 inches. That was what I went with. And then I also have a 1/4 inch strip that's 11 inches long, and I'm going to place it right at the top. I did have to peel it off and re-put it back on because it just wasn't lining up the other way um, correctly. But part of it is because my cutter is cutting crooked. It's not cutting the exact correct straight lines. So I'm probably going to have to invest in a new one. But for right now, I'm just kind of dealing with it. So I went ahead and put the stripe paper down. I'm going to map the photos. And as I map the photos, I will tell you the story behind the "Are We There Yet?" title. And the reason I picked it is because we were on our way to my mom's house, and my older son had asked if we could stop at the store on the way there. And Julian, who was sitting in the back seat, had heard him, and he's like, "But I don't want to stop at the store. I just want to go to grandma's." And he started whining, and his brother told him, "You just need to, settle down. Stop whining." He's like, "It's not a big deal. Just hold on. It's not the end of the world. We'll see grandma." And then Julian pipes back, "I don't want to see the end of the world. I just want to see grandma." We all started laughing, and this was definitely a story that I had to document and put in his album. These are not the exact photos from that day, but they're just cute photos of him sitting in the car, in a car seat, and it's still a way for me to tell the story. So that's the reason for this layout, and I just thought it was super cute and definitely want it in his album. So here you can see I used 3 of the 2x2s, and then I'm using 6 of those stamps. They were one sheet of paper, and I cut the sheet of paper and was cutting out the little stamps that I thought would work. One of them says adventure, and then the other ones are just the green colors, the brighter green and the lighter green, and then the world globe. And I just think they're kind of cute. And they go, like I said, with telling the story, end of the world. So we had to have a globe on there. And now I'm just trying to play with the other acrylics and where I'm going to place them at. And I'm going to try to use a lot of them on here. I believe most of them that I'm laying down right now do end up on the layout, maybe not in the exact spot they're in right now. I will go off here in a minute and just basically start gluing everything down. And when I do that, I do stop the camera because that's going to take me a while to actually glue everything down. But I did go ahead and attach the string to the tag. And then these little tags here, I had just cut. I was looking for something else I could tuck behind that tag instead, but there really wasn't anything on the sheet that I could use because most of it is travel and we weren't really traveling. We were in the car, but we weren't traveling somewhere. So I didn't want to use like luggage or luggage tags or anything like that. So I decided not to pull anything off the sticker sheet. I did decide that the acrylic piece needs to have paper back in the back side of it. So instead of putting those tags behind the tag, I'm going to actually, or tickets, I guess. It's kind of a large ticket, is what it is. But it is like a solid color, the same as the background paper, the green background paper. So I decided to go ahead and cut it and make it fit behind these acrylic pieces. I'm going to have to use both pieces, so I end up with nothing up there behind the tag after all. But it's okay because, like I said, I really do enjoy the way this layout turns out in the end. So here I went ahead and added that behind there, and I like it better. I think it helps the acrylic piece pop just a little bit. As you can see, it kind of jumped there. I did go off and I attached everything down at the bottom. The large photo is popped up on play foam so that the tag will slide in and out. And then the other little stamps, I cut 4 more of those little stamps to add up there at the top with the title piece. So it will be, Are We There Yet? Will be popped up on the tags. And again, that just helps it pop a little bit more. And then I added 3 more acrylic pieces up there, a little geotag, a flower, and a green heart. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I'll hold it up here in just a minute, give you guys a quick little look at it. I really enjoyed this layout, and of course, I definitely enjoy the story behind it. And I will add journaling to the tag since it does pull out with a cute little story of him and his brother arguing in the car about seeing grandma in the end of the world. But it's definitely something that belongs in his album. He was always saying funny little things like that. He didn't always understand puns and stuff, so he would always argue back with his brother, and we just thought it was hilarious. So here you go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's layout. I definitely enjoyed making it for Color Cast Designs and using all of the acrylic. I will see you in the next video. Bye.